Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Ed Ponsi from edponsi.com. Let's talk about the markets because, wow, okay, the stock markets are on fire right now. And I think a lot of the talk that we're beginning to hear, and the people keep asking me these questions, so I'll answer it all for you now, is this 1999 all over again? Are we in a bubble? The market just goes up on good news, it goes up on bad news, it goes up on no news, it dips down and then it comes back. You know, it's very, very bullish behavior. And so people are asking me, hey, are we in a bubble? Is this all going to blow up? There's a couple things that people are pointing to. They look at stocks like Tesla and they see Tesla just going crazy and they say, wow, that looks a lot like America Online or Yahoo back in 1999. Those stocks are just become unhinged from reality, like JDS Uniphase, right? So you look at Tesla and they're seeing that type of behavior. And I just want to say, first of all, okay, that is one name that did behave that way, okay? And but let me tell you though, there's a huge, huge difference between the 90s and right now. First of all, in the 1990s, everybody was in the market. Everywhere you went, everybody was talking about the market. Nobody wanted to talk about anyone else. Today, 2013, most people are not in the market, okay? It is not a national obsession. We're a very long way from that point. So this is very, very different. We're not in 1999. We're not in the NASDAQ bubble years. Another thing, that type of behavior that we're seeing in Tesla, that type of behavior went on for years. It went on for years before the market finally collapsed. So if you bailed out at the first sign of bubbleiciousness, you missed out on the best part. The best part happened after the market started getting crazy. You just kind of got to go with the crazy sometimes, okay? Now, I'll give you one more example, right? We used to have a guy before Ben Bernanke, the Fed chairman, was a guy named Alan Greenspan. And Alan Greenspan warned us that the markets were becoming irrationally exuberant. Irrational exuberance is a famous phrase made very, very famous by Mr. Greenspan. And so I want to point out to you that the NASDAQ made its top in the bubble years on March 10th of 2000. Alan Greenspan chastised us and called us irrationally exuberant in December of 1996. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is the type of behavior that you're seeing now, is it frothy? Is it the sign of a top? Those are type of words you haven't heard in a long time, you know? No, not yet. Not at this point, okay? This time is not different, not any different from any other market. But remember, we've still got the Fed pouring $85 billion a month into this market. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is not going to end tomorrow. We're not in 1999. We're not in the bubble. Not yet. We're a long way from getting to that irrational exuberance again. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about currencies. You know, Sunday night, dollar yen basically crashed. Okay, the yen got really strong. Now the yen has been getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and this has all been an engineered effort by the folks at the Bank of Japan. And then, right, we had the economy minister, like on Sunday night, which is admittedly is Monday in Tokyo, but you know, at a time when he knows the market is very illiquid, saying that he was concerned that the yen was falling too fast. Maybe the yen has fallen enough. And the yen got very, very strong. Two things here. First of all, it's jawboning, right? The yen has been falling too fast. In other words, the US dollar-Japanese yen currency pair has been going up too fast. He doesn't want people to get upset. He wants to keep the rest of the world, the G7, the G20, he wants to keep them on his side. So he jawbones the yen when the market is thin, makes the yen stronger, and it's sort of like a car that's starting to run away, it's starting to go too fast, he's tapping the brakes a little bit. He's tapping the brakes a little bit. Don't fall for it. He didn't change, okay? He didn't change his mind about wanting to have a weak yen. This happened back in February. If you were paying attention back in February, the finance minister did the same thing around February 8th. He complained that the yen was falling too fast. and it stopped it. It put a stop to that yen falling just for a little while. And you know what? It made the yen just a little bit stronger. And you know what? That was the perfect time to buy. Okay, so when you hear these type of comments, I wouldn't take it too seriously. If you see dollar yen dropping very sharply on a comment like this, I would buy that dip. Now in the currency side, we have a stock side and a currency side here at edponsi.com. On the currency side, listen, I'm going to tell you, look, we've been killing it, okay? We've been killing it. British pound, we had a long position. We got that about 200, 240 pips for ourselves and for our clients on that one. We followed it up with an Aussie short for 360 pips on the Aussie US dollar short. We're doing very well. Not all the trades are winners. We actually had a loser on Aussie US dollar before we had that big win. We had a 90 pip loss, then we had a 360 pip win, kind of made up for it. You know, so anyway, everything is going very, very well on the Forex side. But the stock side, I would have to tell you, is going even better. You ask our stock subscribers about some of our picks recently. Stocks like Lululemon, Boston Properties, Maztec, right, Under Armour. These stocks are going through the roof, and we caught them on the pullbacks before they took off. It's all documented. It's all time-stamped. It's all in our education center, too. So please go to our education center at edponsi.com. That's free. Go in there. Take little samples of our work and see what we do here at edponsi.com. I think you'll enjoy it. So to sum up, are we in a bubble market? Is it different this time? It's not different this time, but we're not in a bubble market. Keep buying the dips for now. Watch the markets closely, obviously, for any signs of trouble. When we see a lower high, that's going to be the time to start worrying. Until then, I'm buying the dips. I'm trailing my stops up. And right now, I got to tell you, life is very good. Thank you very much for listening.